Hey everybody, welcome to the first RockinCP live discussion. My name is Daniel and I'm in charge of the cerebral palsy support group in San Antonio, Texas. And again, this is my first time doing a live YouTube chat, and so there might be some technical issues or I may slip up on a few things, but I'm going to do everything I can to make this as fun and engaging as possible. So I just want to just give a brief overview of. I know some of you probably followed our Facebook group, and then you're seeing post I'd post every month or so for the past year. Well, the group did start a year ago, and it will now be our 1 year anniversary since we started. We're still relatively new, and we're still trying to get new members. We have about 4 to 5 so far. So we're just still kind of in the early stages of the group. So we meet every second Saturday of the month at Warm Springs Rehabilitation Center again here in San Antonio. But the purpose of this live chat is to sort of engage with people with CP or other disabilities, potentially around the world or at least around the country, because I get the sense you're reading online on Facebook. And there's still a lot of people that have a lot of questions. So I'm gonna just go over some general topics about how I feel about certain things. And, this is gonna be kind of a not so much a rant. Something that'll be more of just a discussion to see how things are going, and or maybe I can find a way to communicate with you guys. And this is probably the best form to do that, especially some people that live in San Antonio that are not sure about, I don't know about support groups, and I'm just pardon me, I'm just not ready for that yet. Well, by the way, disclaimer: I'm still trying to recover from a bad cold. I have this cough going on, and it's still very shaky, and I will cough every now and then. I'll try to keep it as minimal as possible, but I'm doing everything I can to take care of that. But what I do want to talk about is just a few topics for today. This will be a first session. So let's get started. Well, another organization that I'm kind of a part of. It's called Straps, and what it is, it's a Paralympic sports program here in the San Antonio area. They offer several different adaptive sports, such as power soccer, bocce ball. Those two of them that I'm involved in. They also have wheelchair soccer. They have rugby. I want to say volleyball, a school called sit down volleyball, and a couple of other sports that I can't think of the top of my head, but I'll happily send that information later on. But I've been doing that roughly over about a year now, but at the same time when we started this group. So that is a lot of fun, and for some of you that haven't really delved into that, go through do some research, go through maybe your local area has an adapted sports program where you could join, regardless of your disability. And again, myself, I have cerebral palsy. I have spastic quadriplegia cerebral palsy, and a little bit of ataxia symptoms as well. So I've been going through that, pretty much my entire life since I was, a baby, about several months old. Yeah, and I did join a Facebook group called just cerebral palsy support group. And I did see several posts from people talking, about, you know, if, for example, is my child ever going to learn to walk, or my child keeps crying? How do I deal with those kinds of issues? Well, I've dealt with some of those issues when I was growing up, and as far as the crying part, yeah, the irony of it is, excuse me, the irony of it is that I was not that much. I didn't cry that much. I didn't even want to be held when I was when I was a baby and a toddler. My mother was very very surprised by that. So she took me to the doctor and she's like, whoa, this is not right. Why is this going on? So months later they figured out that yeah, your son has cerebral palsy, and so essentially that is a normal thing. Try not to stress over that, and I've got so basically I've gone through a lot of trial and tribulations growing up. I went through school from elementary through through college, and I completed it successfully. So you know don't feel like if your child is not feeling, it's not delivering the proper body signals that it's doom and gloom. You just got to keep at it and push, and have hope, and keep trying to get them motivated. That's what my mom did in my family, and that's how I became the person that I am today. So that's one thing I want to throw out there. Something I just saw going through that group. Some parents were concerned for their kids, and I just wanted to shed some light on that. And if some of you have any more questions regarding that, feel free to send me a message on our support group page. I'll be posting that at the bottom of this video once it's completed. And yeah, so and that's something if you can't join me live, this video will be posted on YouTube, and it'll be available there. I'll just post it on both our local support group page and the several places support group page, as well as other channels. So yeah, so just don't worry. This is gonna be. I'm gonna try to make this as fast as possible. Originally, I was supposed to be joined by my fellow group member. His name was Nick, but he had some sudden personal issues. He's going through some physical therapy right now, so he may be here to join me, maybe not. And if not, we'll just get him on another time. That's how I usually want to do this: is to get maybe one or two of the people potentially to join me, and I'll try to have my goal is to if I can't get guests for the in-person support group in San Antonio, my goal is to get them to maybe they're willing to do a session like this live on air, and then we'll have a discussion that way. If if they can't join, or if you can't join in San Antonio, so that's the goal of the group and this channel. So let's go ahead and get into it. And right now, again, since this is the first session, it's so right now I have nobody in the chat room yet. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just give my thoughts on a couple of topics. One is I'm sure a lot of you have seen the show Speechless. It's a very good show. I like it. I like its humor. I like its style. It reminds me of Malcolm in the Middle. But back in the day, it was like, oh, actually, it was probably around 2000 when that show first came on the air, and it was different because there was no laugh tracks or anything like that. It was just him talking to the camera. I guess what they call breaking the fourth wall. That's not how this show usually goes, but it just has that type of humor type of stuff. And I certainly enjoyed the fact that he included a person with cerebral palsy, in a sitcom, because I've always, I've always dreamed of that. When I was growing up, watching, the old sitcoms, back in the '90s. You know, I don't think we ever saw anybody with a disability. If there was, it was at a very minimal part, and it's really refreshing to see them, create a character like JJ DeMeo in the rest of the cast. Believe it or not, I'm still a little. Let's see. I'm still trying to remember all the characters' names. I think. I know Dylan. See, Dylan is JJ's brother. Kenneth is is an advocate, or his assistant, as he goes to high school with him. And I'm still figuring out the mother and the dad's name yet. I'm not quite there with all the details, but it's a pretty good show. I know some of you enjoy it, and what I really liked about it is that it launched, the platform to open up the discussion on, CP and other disabilities, and eventually over time, it's gonna open up more more television networks to show more people, with disabilities, and that's what I'm looking forward to. And so after these last two episodes, because I'm a little behind now, I try to watch the show, I DVR and stuff, or I watch it online on Hulu, and I really liked the Halloween episode. I did like the way they formatted it. It was sort of like the old Simpsons Treehouse of Horror type style, and it was good. Having JJ be this possessed demonic character like the Exorcist was great. The whole Ouija board replacing his original board, and it was great. And of course, the final scene. Well, I'm sorry. You had the Freaky Friday parody, which it was okay for what it was. I haven't seen that movie in years, so it's kind of hard to compare if they were on par with it. And then the third one was, a parody of the Saw movies, which my niece did dress up as Jigsaw this Halloween. How do you go from dressing up as princesses, mermaids, to Jigsaw? I'll never figure it out in a million years, but she's growing up, and it's a hard thing not a hard thing, it's a good thing, but it's kind of a hard thing to watch because you watch growing up, and you know how that goes. So that was fun. So the show was good. The next episode was really, it there was, as far as JJ is concerned, excuse me. The next episode was about JJ, being paired with another girl with CP, and the actress's name is, I believe her name is Jessie Yates, and she did a pretty good job in the role, and of course, I've ran into this issue a lot, growing up, in school, and it's one of those deals, that yes, there are people that have similar or disabilities that are alike, but that doesn't necessarily mean that we are compatible for a relationship. As anybody knows, with disability or not, there's so many dimensions to a successful relationship. There's personality, chemistry, like it or not, physical attraction. I know that can be a sensitive topic for a lot of people, especially with people with disabilities. But it's reality, and and just like the show emphasizes, and what Jesse emphasized on the Cerebral Palsy Foundation page. She posted a video on there. It's it's not it's not good to pigeonhole anybody, regardless if it's with disability or any other ethnic or ethnic or uh, social economic class, or any kind of category that people use. And yes, we have you know in our minds. I've learned a couple years ago that in our minds you do sort of categorize maybe unintentionally, but that's what happens. So we just have to okay, accept that in our minds, but realize that there's obviously more to people than just the simple categories or prejudgments we plant in our head. So that's one thing we've got to be careful about. And and I've seen I know a girl in Austin that is married to a guy with CP, and she has CP herself. And that's not saying that it can't work. Yeah, if it does work, and more power to them. But that's not always the case. So that is one successful I guess CP to CP couple, and that's fine if it works. It works. But just something to be aware of. There's a little bit more to it than just pairing people up just because they have like disabilities or similar disabilities. So I really like that episode, and that was really something I'm glad they touched on. But overall, I would like to see them eventually, because I know that high school is a big part. It's a big challenging part for JJ. Like any other kid, trying to figure yourself out. I hope to keep exploring these topics further. So I'm wondering, hopefully, if the show is successful, they'll have a season where he goes off to college, and how is that gonna work out for him? College life can be a bit. I wouldn't say maybe more challenging than high school, but it's certainly you do have a lot more maybe freedom of expression than you would in high school. In high school, you kind of sort of there's sort of this not censorship per se. Well, in some cases, some high schools will try to shut down your opinions because they might cause some chaos or they cause complete disruption, and that has happened around this country. But in college it's it's a little bit more within reason. It's a little more open in terms of how you want to express yourself. So I'm really hoping that the show goes on and they explore JJ going to college, or JJ getting his first job, or so hopefully those things will happen for that show. And so another topic I want to discuss is also there another thing that the Cerebral Palsy Foundation partnered up with a group of designers. I can't remember what the design firm was, but basically the obvious issue people with disabilities are having is, especially with cerebral palsy, is there really is no good clothing designs on the market that are tailored for people with disabilities. And what the Cerebral Palsy Foundation and then this design firm really put together is a runway for people with disabilities, and just for them to show off the garments, just like a typical modeling show. And it was really good. And if I could find the link, um, oh, okay, I'm just think I'll put it in the again. This is live, so uh, yeah. Uh, so yeah, I really enjoyed. Let me just do a Google search. I believe it was called Design and Design for Disability. Ah, here we go. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen and just give me 1 second. Screen share. Yeah, just share this. Start sharing. Okay. So sorry for that screen glitch there. With the Chrome. So yeah, there you see it. You see Jesse Yates. That was on Speechless last night. And what it says, yeah, I see these girls going down the runway, just showing off their clothes, and it was really pretty good stuff. And I really hope if you haven't seen the link, I believe they have a YouTube playlist and them talking about their experiences, and I'll put the link to that playlist at the end of the show. But obviously read through this article, and this quote certainly sticks out to me. It's all about changing the way we look at things. That's what fashion design is all about. And nothing to it. It may take a while for them to implement this. It's not going to be overnight. Fortunately and unfortunately, it's just a conversation starter. I have issues with clothing. Here's the thing. I'm not a design. I'm not in. I'm a very casual guy. My issue is getting jackets on, especially nice coats that are very dressy. The way I put it on is as I pull over my head from my back, and because the problem is the enclosure of the jackets, it's very snug, so I have a hard time getting my arms out, you know, uh, through through the sleeves, and I can end up just overstretching the material, and eventually I just tearing it, and that's what happened to this one coat that I have. It's very frustrating. So those sort of things I certainly will be looking out for. My fear is that initially these clothes are only going to be in certain markets or certain stores, and they may be pretty pricey initially. So I'm hoping that enough people, and unfortunately the nature of the disabled market, excuse me, we are a very niche market, and unfortunately many businesses sort of shy away from niche markets because they don't generate enough profit for in order to get a return on their investment. So it's a complicated issue that I hope that it gets resolved. And I know the key is, well, sometimes some of the people will say, well, you just gotta learn to adapt to your environment, and many of us have. I've had for a number of years. When it comes to things very innocuous or very unfortunate, actually, with the doorways. Doorways can be very narrow sometimes, and it's frustrating, especially bathroom doorways. And I've had get out of my chair and crawl into the bathroom, which can be very frustrating because it's a shame that it's a luxury to have just to be able to get into your doorway to go to the bathroom. It's a luxury for people in wheelchairs to have um, an accessible entry for them to get in, just to get onto their toilet to go to the bathroom. You know, it's very frustrating, and it's complicated to to a number of people that just can't do it. It's why we have so many people with disabilities that have joint issues. You know, because we have to put a lot of strain on our bodies to get this done, and to get on the toilet or to get on another chair, because the chair won't be able to fit into whatever space. So it's one of those deals where, yes, we are a niche market, and we want to be able to enjoy some of the things that many able-bodied people take for granted. But hopefully, little by little, things will change over time. Laws will be put in place, and or there'll be a code. Maybe not laws. That's a bit of a extreme, because a lot of people don't like it does cost money to modify these things, unfortunately. But it's got to be done. There's got to be a way to get funds. There's got to be a way to get funds to get it done, and we just gotta keep continue to push for it. So and spreading awareness about common things like fashion, like the Cerebral Palsy Foundation did, is a good way to get conversation going about attitudes with people with disabilities. Even though, yes, we are included in a lot of things now compared to what we were, pre-1990 or 80s, where the Disability Act was established. And well, I'm just talking about the 80s because that's when I was born in '85, and a good thing I came around before that act was about to be put in place several years later. But we still have a lot of work to do, obviously, and then hopefully that won't take too much time down the road in the future. So even if maybe that would be a 50-year-old man, we finally see progress. But we just gotta hang in there and have faith in the system. So good for Cerebral Palsy Foundation for doing that. It's really a conversation started. Another interesting topic that it's not really a topic. It's related to accessibility, and especially with the accessibility technology, is the issue of at the extreme level, there are folks with CP that can't even speak. Their jaw muscles are so tense or weak, or there's issues in the part of the brain that send signals to those muscles or voice cords to to say words in coherently as possible. I have a little bit of that. I have to try to get myself to slow down, and I'm glad that I'm not, for me personally, I'm not on a time crunch right now. Like, I'm still sort of in this mode where coming out of college would give it only 5 minutes to do a presentation, and you really gotta figure out how you're gonna say it within the time frame. You want to be as detailed and specific as possible. The problem is you only have 5 minutes, so you gotta omit some things. And sometimes when you're up there, you got stage fright, and you're freaking out, and so you end up going on, and That's what's happened to me sometimes when I was in school. I'm glad those days are over. Not to say that won't happen again down the road in the future. Uh, it's really something that we all have to work on. But this form is good because it allows me to practice that a little bit. But and I have a little bit more freedom on this channel to slow down a bit. So I'm gonna I'm gonna take a sip of water. This is live after all. Yeah. Yeah, so so as far as this young girl that's she's doing something very good, I think that really help people that can't really use their basic body movements to, for example, to activate a cell phone or various other objects, and that's a big example she gives as far as cell phone navigation. And the product is called Puff and Sip, which is a very clever name. Um, it's a nice old device, and I could show you guys the YouTube clip that she put out. It's a nice question, not a question, but a nice issue that's what's being raised as far as let me guys show my screen real quick. Oh, let me get back to that. Screen share again. Screen share. Okay. Yeah. Good. So so let me now go to this link and just give me 1 quick second. I had a little technical glitch here. Hang on. Okay. There we go. Hopefully this computer. Hopefully you guys can still see it. And of course I was want to say, of course I'll be posting a link. Anything I talk about, I'll be posting links at the end of this at the end of the session at the bottom of the YouTube page.
15% of the world's population has a disability. In the United States, over 5 million have a form of paralysis, many of whom are isolated from their community, living in poverty, and unable to find gainful employment.
And I'm Shayna Penna, co-founder on the project.
The 2015 MIT Assistive Type Hacker.
And now, our project is a 2017 Mass Challenge finalist. And we're going to make technology accessible for all.
The original prototype was a traditional sip and puff with novel features. But our device is no longer just a sip and puff. We have kept the novel features and added advancements that use machine learning to aggregate information. As a result, the Puffin is being recognized globally. For people with severe disabilities, having access to modern consumer technology gives freedom and control in many daily activities. The Puffin, a breath-activated portable input device, connects to mobile devices and computers. This technology will give independence through the use of apps such as home automation, transportation, mobile banking, and e-commerce. open up education and employment opportunities. Ultimately, the goal of the Puffin is to give opportunities to people with severe mobility impairments that they may not have expected to have, allowing them to live a happier, more fulfilled life. Puffin, making technology accessible for all. Your support aids our mission to increase the availability of affordable assistive technology, opening a new world of opportunities. Every donation helps someone to finally be able to make a phone call, open the door, turn on the light, bank online, control the TV, take online courses, and obtain employment on their own.
All right. Yeah, that's a good video. I really like the way they produced that at the very beginning. You have unfortunately, it's sort of a metaphor that a lot of people with those more severe disabilities feel. They do feel very isolated, very alone, and that's a big issue. They want to be able to express themselves, even though they can't really express it in the basic way that many people with other disabilities or ill-bodied people, the way they're able to communicate, they want to be able to do that too, but they have to do it in a different way, unfortunately. And I've seen this, for many years, and I think that this device would be a good step. Obviously, it's a step in the right direction. I believe they are still trying to get more funding. Misspelled that. And here's their. Oh no, which I was already there. So here's their website. I think they're still getting. They're still trying to reach their goal. Well, last time I checked, they were around over $7,000 in their original goal of 10,000. I don't know if they've accomplished that or not as of right now, but this young lady just won a competition in, I want to say it's, where are they located at? I want to say it's probably somewhere, because the company is based in, I want to say that's Massachusetts, and she won a competition in, let's see, click on the tweet there. It's called the 2017 Workaround, and I mean, she's trying to really turn this device into a multifunctional device that can really communicate with various other peripherals. It sounds like that's what's going on here from my end of things, and I think that's pretty good. And yeah, she's already made the final list, in that area, which is really great. And I would like to, eventually down the road, maybe get her on, do an interview, or that's one idea that I truly would love to do. Maybe there's some other use cases for this. That's key. And that goes back to what I was thinking about. Unfortunately, investors see products these days. Oh, they're niche markets. They're not worth investing in. And if they invest into it, it's going to be a lot of money for the consumer to pay for, and that's a huge firewall that the disability community faces, and we got to try to put out that firewall as much as possible. Calm it down. Keep that fire to a minimum, to a point where we can at least walk, well, walk or roll over that fire to a certain extent. Get this thing as affordable as possible. Make it, and basically what I mean by that, analogy is the insurance companies are very hesitant on supporting devices like these. Many people, excuse me, many people end up paying out of pocket, and it's quite the pardon, quite the challenge. And like I said, we got to get that challenge down. So like we really got to advocate ourselves to a certain extent, and that's the goal of. I guess we got to start at the local level, like what I'm doing with San Antonio and many other local disability organizations around the country or even around the world. And that's what we really got to focus on. We get myself back on here, and that's one thing that really has to be addressed. Like I said, it's gonna take time. Hopefully that young lady has reached her goal, and if not, somebody else could help sponsor. I would like to donate down the road if I can, Randy. But hopefully small donations I can see are not going to be enough in order to get this round. In order to get this in the hands of more people, it's going to take big sponsorships, and I'm sure she's working on that. So good luck to her, and good luck to everybody else involved with Puff and Sniff. Puff and Sniff. Just trying to get that wording done. So, what else we got here? So, oh yeah, that reminds me another product actually that another product that's sort of going around, at least with my support group here locally. It's called this guy. His name is Christopher Stanford. He's working on trying to make sort of the same goal that Puff and Sniff is trying to. The goal is to get accessible technology out there in general to as many hands as possible. But another application that is used for in terms of accessibility is a product called it's called Hitch and Roll, and I have 2 of his products, and I think they're very good, especially the way they get attached to the chair. It's pretty simple, and again, the product is called Hitch and Roll. And let me turn my screen share back on and get it going. Let's see. Yeah, so again, this is I believe he lives in Austin, and then he comes into San Antonio to share his ideas with the support group here. And by the way, the other support group here in San Antonio is called Rolling Inspiration. They are the ones that kind of RockinCP is sort of I would say kind of a spin-off of what they're doing. I'm getting support from the organization that that Warm Springs has created called connectability. And even though rolling inspiration is kind of separate from that, they all use the same building to run the in-person groups. So you can come by anybody in the San Antonio area, come down and join us if you want to. Just take a look and share ideas from like-minded people. It's a mix of people with different disabilities. You got spinal cord injury, muscular dystrophy, spinal bifida, and CP. Oh yeah, and multiple sclerosis. Don't want to forget about that one. That one's a very serious and unfortunate condition. But there are great people there that really enjoy their lives and try to make the most of it. And it's nice. We have get together. We'll have guests. Uh, they'll have food from various places, small and big. It's kind of a luncheon, so to speak. And I'll post information of that at the bottom at the end of this talk. And feel free if you live in the San Antonio area to check it out. But back to Hitch and Roll here. As you can see, he has a slideshow. The attachment, and I'm sure some of you are familiar with the way this goes. It attaches to the frame where the foot plates meet, and as you see there's the what he calls it I believe he called it a hitch and ball mechanism, and what it is, it's like a hexagon shape where it has and then the piece where the device gets attached, it's a little rod. It goes on. And let me show you a video that he put up here. He gives a demonstration, and actually one of my video is up here of my demonstration of the Hitch and Roll gym. Here you go. This is a video I made in May, demoing off the product. So here we go.
Anybody that has cerebral palsy knows how limiting it can be. As for myself, who has spastic quadriplegia cerebral palsy, being wheelchair bound can be very challenging if you're trying to get exercise accomplished. But for the past several months, I've been trying a product from a new company called Hitch and Roll. And what I'm going to show you is called the Hitch and Roll Gym. The way this product works is that they are two vertical bars with spring resistance on them, as such. And they're attached to my wheelchair. They're being held in place by an adapter-like device called the hitch ball connector.
Oh.
And the way it works is that you just lift vertically, and then it's easily removable. So, and then once I put it back in, kind of slide it right back in there, kind of give it a little turn, and it's right back in. I'm going to demonstrate a few exercises to show you how this works. Alright, one, to bring in the swing just close to you, forming an X, kind of works like your pecs a bit. Like so. And you can also go in the opposite direction. This one's more challenging for me because it is difficult for me to use my back muscles in this direction. But over time, it will get better. Another one is similar to a rowing motion. You pull back, and one could do this for several minutes, or move forward. And one that I definitely gonna work out with is going in opposite directions for each spring. All right, and that's a couple of the exercises there. So as we go out of the water, you can just go to hitchandroll.com, and Christopher Stanford will help you get it all set up, and he'll help you out with some other devices as well. So check it out. Thanks for watching.
All right, so yeah, yeah. You see how laid back I am with it's got my pajamas on, and yeah, so there's that. So it's a very good product. Yeah, it's like it's on the go, so you can take it with you. The springs easily fit in an average size travel bag. They're not too heavy. And he also has a cup holder that I also have. And actually, that's the cup holder that's sort of attached to another device. And that's the his devices are very they're very flexible in the nature. You could set them up where they sort of like stack on top of each other. And as a matter of fact, let me show this video real quick. I think this one demonstrates it.
Howdy, my name is Christopher Stanford, and I'm here to introduce you to a variety of mobile rugged accessories by Hitch and Roll. Now I'm going to present to you some of the cup and drink beverage holders. These are designed to accommodate various beverage bottles. These are basically bicycle type of bottle holders that I've adapted for the Hitch and Roll connector. Hitch and Roll connector goes into your hitch and roll device like this. Your hitch ball, turn it, put the beverage holder in there, put this in there, ready to go. All Hitch and Roll products are designed with the female top so that you can put other things. So let's say we put a beverage holder here, and then we can put our cup holder on top. Like that.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
We have different styles of the beverage holder. This is a larger one. This is for larger bottles, but similarly like that. So you put it in, and then you can put other devices on top, such as this is a rifle holder. We won't do that for now.
Wow.
We can also put we can stack systems. So we have, this is a double holder that we've adapted. You have a tube, double holder, clamps on there. Let's go on this. And you can put this up here if you want it. Stack it.
Yeah. So that's, as you can see in that, just on that left side of that video, there's lots of attachments he's come up with, and he still he's still, it's still, well, it's always going to be a work in progress. He's always going to try different ideas to make accessories more accessible friendly, as the cliche would be. We got custom basket tablet. Actually, that's one of my friends has that. My teammate from Stroud Sports, he has that, and he really enjoys it. The basket holds his boccia ball. He has a symbol for an umbrella holder, and just very stuff he's working on. He's a very crafty guy, and very what's the word, improvise. He's very improvisive. I mean, I don't know if that's even a word. So he's good product, sir. And as far as the springs, I have he according to Hitch and Roll, I have the there's like three levels of resistance. There's light, medium, and more heavy resistance. I have like the mid-range resistance. So he has a couple other resistance levels. So if you feel like you can't, pull back the spring, you can probably try a lighter one. Yeah. So if you like any of these products, just get in touch with them. I'll put a link to his to this site and his Facebook if any of you are interested. And he's trying to get insurance companies to help support it as well. So we're working hard on that, and so if that'll be if payment is an issue. So it's good stuff, and feel free to ask him. Or maybe he may send out a demo for you if you live in the San Antonio area. So so feel free to check that out. Okay. So that's about it for today. My goal is to do this at least once or twice a month. That would supplement. This would complement our in-person meetings here in San Antonio. Again, it was still relatively new. We've only been around for about a year, trying to get this thing grow. That way we can get sponsorships. We can go on trips. We can get raised, things like that. Right now, I think one of the easiest things that we can do, set up a channel like this, maybe potentially try to get guests on it, and like I said, next week we'll have not next week, probably within this month I'll try to get another person to join me. That way, if you have any questions on other things as well, we can sort of dive into them and discuss them, and hopefully we can take care of those resolved issues. I know some of you are probably hesitant to join a support group. You feel like you don't need it. For years I felt like I didn't need it because, like, there's that feeling. What are they gonna do for me? It's gonna be like an AA meeting where I sit in and talk about my problems. It can be that. Some groups are like that, but it's also a way to meet other like-minded people. At least from my experience, growing up, I kind of felt a little, isolated, and so that was partially my doing, because I felt like I felt like I couldn't really fit in a lot of places. So, joining, Rolling Inspiration, and then trying to start my own group, that's really, motivated me to open up more. And joining adaptive sports really helps, gives out a better avenue, to release, some tension. And it's a good tension releaser, and it could really help a lot of people, I think. Just get there, clear their mind, try different things. So it's worth a shot. So again, thank you for taking the time to listen. Again, if you, I know this is sort of late notice about when I was going to go live. I will be doing this again. Um, uh, my goal is to do it before the month is over, if not sooner. So I'll be doing that, and don't forget, my RockinCP group meets every second Saturday of the month. Feel free to like the page, and I'll be posting stuff on there as well. Again, and also if you're here in the San Antonio area, there will be an accessibility fest. It's on the RockinCP page as well. That they moved the venue. It's now going to be at the Toyota Center. It's going to be, I believe, from 10 to 2 or 10 to 3. So that's going to be fun. My goal is I would like to live stream from there. I'll probably doing the live stream from Facebook. And so if some of you can't make it, I'll be trying to show off different things, post various clips. So since we're 1 year anniversary, we're gonna do things a little bit different this year and try to become more engaging. Maybe get some of you guys to come out and just let you know we're not just a page or just posting stuff. We're a little bit more than that. So if some of you or if you can't make it out, feel free to join these chats as well. So we're gonna do our best to set that up. And again, if you're able to sit through this for about an hour, and you hear the coughs again. Sorry about that. Eventually, I'll get better. The coughing stage once you get past the cold, that could take a lot longer than I hope for. So, eventually I'll be better next time, hopefully. So, thanks again for taking the time to listen or watch. This video will be posted on YouTube later on. So thank you so much, and remember, keep rocking CP. So, take care, guys.